All right, so my name is Arlie Shaban. I'm 29 years old. Just went full time playing poker about 8 months ago. I'm a really positive, outgoing person. I like good vibes, positive energy, and laughing. I like having a good time. That's number one most important in my Twitch channel. Everyone I interact with, we have a good time, we laugh, we joke around. And then poker, poker, poker. I want to grow as a poker player. I want to enjoy my life and I want to grow as a poker player. So the combination of those two things are what my channel is all about. We just have a lot of fun, we learn, I got a lot of studying to do, but I am on the up and up. I'm starting to make a lot of money. I know that I can sustain myself off of poker. So now wrapping in the Twitch channel to it just makes it really fun to be able to interact with other people. So before playing poker, I'll kind of give you a little rundown about, I guess, maybe the last 3 or 4 years of my life since university. I graduated from the university when I was 24. I got my degree in business communications up at Brock University. Then I was really obsessed with reality TV, made a huge mission to try to get on Big Brother Canada. I got on my first attempt for season 2 back in 2014. That was a wild adventure. I was in the house for 70 days. And then, oh crap, no, I was only in the house for 50 days. I was in jury for the other 20. I wish 70. And then I traveled around Canada for the next couple of years, partying, living in different parts, living on both coasts, trying to see where I wanted to end up. And then it kind of just brought me back to Ontario. Started working at Enterprise, a job I absolutely despised. Worked there for 9 months, and the whole time was just plotting my escape, plotting to go full-time in poker. Saved up some money, saved up a bankroll, studied my ass off, and then bam, went full-time. 8 months later, here we are. So I'm a gamer at heart. Back in university, I was world ranked when it comes to Brick Breaker, that game on your BlackBerry that everyone played. And my friends would use it at parties. It was the funniest. They would walk around to different groups of people that we didn't know and just start talking about Brick Breaker because literally everyone played it. And they'd get one person in the group that thought they were the best out of all their friends. They'd look at their score, laugh, because normally it would be like 50,000 or 70,000, like they would have gone through the 43 levels a couple times, something like that. And with me, I went through all the levels about 400 times, and I had a score that was around 10 million. So when people would come and show their score to me, I never knew how to react. My friends would like put me in an awkward spot. They're like, "Look at this guy's score, he's so sick, he smashes you." And I'd just look and I'd be like, "Oh wow, like sick, man." And then they'd be like, "Let's see what yours is. They told me you were good, but then they saw mine and they were like, oh." And I'm like, "Oh god, you idiots," to my friends. So I just pull out my phone and they literally thought it was hacked or fake and didn't believe it. And then I had to be like, "Guys, I've played this game for 9 months straight, 4 hours every single day." And that's how I got world ranked in Brick Breaker. But then out of nowhere, the game auto-closed in my pocket one day. The whole way to end that game was you just had to go into settings, hit new game, and you have 2 buttons, and it starts a new game. And it auto-closed in my pocket, and I almost had a heart attack at school when I opened it up. Skipped the whole day, called Brick Breaker, literally was like, "Fix it now." They're like, "Sir, your game restarted, it's gone." I was like, "Nope, I refuse to believe it." And then that's why I have an iPhone. So I started the stream on November 6, 2017, so 73 days ago, and we have not taken a day off yet. I could have taken a slower route where I took a little bit more time off. I'm not the type of person who half-asses anything I do. I kind of go all in with it. So with Twitch Poker, I had this plan where I know I'm not going to be the best poker player. I know I'm not going to be the funniest person. I know I'm not going to be the most entertaining person. The one thing I do have control over is how much hard work and energy I put into actually streaming. Not even the stuff off stream. It's like on camera streaming. I am a very motivated person. So I realized that if I wanted to try to make a name for myself in Twitch, it's not going to work me just going 5 days a week. So I decided I'm going to go 7 days a week until I can't do it anymore. I'm at 73 days. I have an 8-hour average stream time. I've never done a stream shorter than 4 hours. Thank God we've had no technology problems, because that could end it on day one, but you never. We're fingers crossed with that one. That's the only thing. I have pretty big goals with it. So on my second stream ever, I ended up doing a 24-hour stream. And the way that happened was, as I was streaming, I always wanted to come out swinging when I was streaming. I knew Twitch poker was going to be a really hard market to get into, so my ideas were playing a lot. So I wanted to do long streams, and I heard a 24-hour stream in poker was like a tougher thing to do. So I was like, perfect, I'm going to do that first week. My first day, I had a nice solid stream, and then I was like, okay, we're definitely going to bust out one of these streams pretty soon. My second day, I was so tired when I started. I was talking at the beginning of the stream, being like, I'm not going to do a 12-hour stream like I did yesterday, guys. So I'm going to get a good rest and put in a good one tomorrow. And then about 8 hours into the stream, I was feeling really good, and I was like, you know what, guys, we might make that 12-hour stream today. We might do it. We end up making the 12 hours. Then just after the 12-hour mark, I got a huge host for about 2,000 people. And I was just like, okay. In my brain, I had already decided we were going to do a 24-hour stream then, but I didn't want to tell anyone. So I'm like, guys, we might hit 16 hours. And then 16 hours rolled around. I was like, yeah, it's looking like we've probably hit 18 hours. And then once we hit 20, I'm like, 100% we're doing the 24 hours. So I did a 24-hour stream on my second stream ever, and it was pretty cool. Like, the reaction to it was awesome. I didn't expect that, so that was fun. With PowerUp, I remember when the game first got introduced for real money about 3 or 4 months ago, and I had just went full-time in poker, and I was obsessed with the idea of PowerUp. It's such a cool concept. When you look at the strategic edge you can get from the extra powers, and then you think about all the people who won't put in the extra time and energy to learn all the intricacies of these secret powers, and then I know how much time and energy I'm always willing to put into different things. So I feel like there's such a huge strategic edge that can be gained in PowerUp. And so it's really exciting, a really new idea. And so when it first came out, I dove in head first. I played it a lot at the very beginning, just really trying to figure out that strategy. And yeah, so it's a beautiful game in that sense. PowerUp has so much potential. It being a new game and being integrated onto PokerStars is obviously such a huge site. So when I see a newer game and a different type of game which combines poker and stuff we've never seen before, when I see that get adopted by a site like PokerStars, I know they've done their research and development. I know they've done their research on the product, and I know they can see the potential in it. And then when they market it out to us, and I immediately get excited and see the potential, I debated back and forth for a few weeks whether I was going to quit playing poker full-time and transition into PowerUp full-time, because I realized that it was a brand new game and I saw how much potential there could be. And so I was so torn. I was going through a lot of training programs, so I ended up sticking with poker full-time, but the itch is always there for PowerUp. Yeah, so I think PowerUp could absolutely compete as one of the big esports. It's fun, it's different, it's interesting, it draws in such a wide audience. It can draw in people from poker and people from all different esports and combine the two. There's so much strategy involved in regular esports, and PowerUp brings that competition over from the poker side too, because all these poker players, and I've talked to some of them, we see the potential in PowerUp. There's crazy potential in the money you can make in PowerUp. So it could absolutely go into the esport. It could evolve into one of the bigger esports. I could see that happening. I just think one of the biggest things with me is I'm a fun-loving guy. I like having a good time. I like surrounding myself with people who like having a good time. I hate negativity and negative energy.